All right. So one of the topics I've been wanting to talk about lately is the fact that a lot of women do not like men, and a lot of men do not like women. I hate men. And what I mean by that is this. I talk to a lot of Christian men. And one of the things that they say is, oh man, this girl, she's so emotional. She doesn't never want to make a decision. She doesn't even know what she wants to eat. She wants me to take the lead all the time. And my answer is usually like, you not gay, dude.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
This is the problem. A woman is a woman. A man is a man.
Gay.
That's what they be a lot of times. Like,
gay.
I'm not trying to say that as like straight up. Here's the thing. I know that a lot of y'all don't have homosexual desires. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about the fact of there are some people that do not like the sexes for what the sexes do. For instance, there's a lot of women, Christian women I talk to, where they say, he just doesn't talk to me enough. He doesn't share his emotions enough. He talks too very little. He doesn't really tell me what he thinks all the time. I can't get him to open up emotionally. That's not what men are. So when you want a man to act like a woman, realize you are wanting him to do something that goes against his own nature.
Yeah, well, that's where you gotta like men for men and women for women. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, what I found though is that means they don't have enough friends. So if you ain't getting enough, like for men, if you don't have enough boys' days or girls, you don't have enough girls' days.
It's important.
You don't get enough of that energy that you need. Mm-hmm. You need friends, and the friends would help diffuse situations that happen in a relationship.
Like boys become men in the presence of godly men, and you need that around you. A lot of times, especially in the West, I think the women are mad at men for being men. And what I mean by that is they'll see a man and they say, he's just superficial because he's attracted to looks. That's how men are. We are very, very... The Bible talks about this all the time in Proverbs. Talk about the seductive woman. How does she go about getting a man? She seduces him with her looks, with her smell, with her touch. Men are easily manipulated by a sexual woman. Men sexually like arousing things. Woman. Yep.
Men like objective things. And, maybe this will be a topic for a video at another time. Because I was thinking about beauty being objective and how I can prove
exactly,
that.
Yeah.
But in reality, men, we know what we want. And I always say this, and maybe this will be a saying that we'll keep going with, but the problem with men is that they know what they want, and the problem with women is that they don't.
That's true. That's true. And I feel one of the things that I see that a lot of men do is they refuse to try to understand, and vice versa too. This happens on both sides. They refuse to try to understand the differences between men and women, and they act like as if those differences are wrong. When my wife is having, an emotional time, it's not up for me to say, be a man about it or be tough about it. That's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to deal with her in gentleness and humility and talk to her in a way that I know she is not me. She does not deal with and attack problems the same way I do. And the same way she does with me. Sometimes when I get home from work, if I'm working a stressful day, and she wants to talk. She has to realize, this is a man. He doesn't deal with stress the same way you do. You may want to talk about it. He may just want to be in silence, watch TV, and kick back to deal with his stress. These are two different things, and I think a lot of times we want, with this gender fluidity crap that be going around, people think, you should explore your feminine side. I don't have any feminine side. My feminine side is my wife. I don't have no feminine side, no time where I don't have no time in a month. No, that's not who I am. That's my wife. And so if I try to act as if I have that side, or that I shouldn't, put it this way, if I try to act as if my wife should be like me in order for us to communicate properly, I'm doing her a disservice.
And that's gay.
It is gay. But gay.
I think what you want is the idea for marriage is that the two should be perfecting each other. And so what I don't have, my wife has, and her softness is supposed to counter my roughness or my manliness, and my manliness is supposed to enlarge her feminine side, and so you kind of get this idea, almost the idea of sexual intercourse itself. You almost get this idea of how the relationship is supposed to work.
Right.
So when you ignore those ideas, you're gonna run into trouble.
Exactly. That's pretty much all I wanted to say on that. A lot of dudes, they do not want. They want a male in a female's body, and a lot of females want a female in a man's body. And you're never gonna. Nowadays, you might find.
Yes.
You
But
never
I'm just
know.
saying, it ain't gonna be right. And some of y'all need to confess that sin and accept women for who they are. They got their faults. Accept men for who they are. They got their faults. God made us differently. Our brains work differently. And we should acknowledge that. But we should also work together to have a better understanding of each other.